In this video, we will be exploring chapters 3 through 7 of the book of Enoch, specifically the story of the Watchers. In these chapters, we learn about the fallen angels who descended to earth and their interactions with humans. We will dive into the details of their transgression, the consequences they faced, and the impact of their actions on humanity. So let's dive in and explore the very fascinating story of the Watchers. In chapter 3, we will explore the tale of the fallen angels and their impact on humanity. This chapter unveils a pivotal moment when the angels, children of heaven, were drawn to these mortal women. The leader of the angels, Samjaza, fears the consequences but is convinced to take action. The angels, numbering 200, swear an oath to descend upon Mount Hermon, choosing mortal wives and fathering children. The chapter provides names of these leaders of the fallen angels, each responsible for corrupting humanity. They impart forbidden knowledge, defile themselves with mortal women, and introduce forbidden arts. The forbidden union results in the birth of giants, consuming the resources of humanity. As the giants turn against humans, committing atrocities, the earth itself accuses the lawless ones. The fallen angels introduce forbidden arts, teaching the making of weapons, enchantments, and the use of metals. Humanity becomes corrupted, engaging in godlessness, fornication, and the consumption of forbidden knowledge. As men perish due to the corruption of the fallen angels, their cries are heard from heaven. The once harmonious relationship between angels and mortals has now become a tale of tragedy and divine intervention. Now in chapter 4, we really start to see these divine interventions at play. The chapter begins with Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel observing the earth, witnessing widespread bloodshed and lawlessness. The angels are troubled by the cries of the earth, and a divine intervention becomes imminent. The souls of men make a plea to the holy ones of heaven, urging them to bring their cause before the Most High. The angels address the Lord, acknowledging his eternal glory and raising concerns about the corruption spread by Azazel and his associates. The Most High, in response, instructs Uriel to warn Noah of the impending deluge, while Raphael is tasked with binding Azazel and casting him into darkness. Gabriel is commanded to deal with the offspring of the Watchers, ensuring their destruction through conflict. Michael is assigned to bind Semhaza and his associates, confining them for 70 generations. Now the Lord begins to call for the healing of the corrupted earth, promising the restoration of righteousness and truth. A future vision unfolds where the righteous escape. They live in peace and the earth becomes blessed, with abundant harvest and prosperity. The text reveals Enoch's hidden role in delivering warnings to the Watchers. Enoch, the scribe of righteousness, conveys the divine decree, foretelling the severe consequences awaiting the fallen angels. In chapter 5, we begin to unveil the words of the righteousness and a reprimanding for the eternal Watchers. In the book of the words of righteousness, Enoch describes his divine mission to reprimand the eternal Watchers. His words, given by the Great One, are intended to convey a powerful message of judgment and consequence. Enoch shares a vision where he is summoned into heaven, encountering a breathtaking scene of crystal walls, fiery cherubim, and a magnificent throne. The atmosphere puts Enoch in a state of awe, but it also terrifies him. The great glory seated on a crystal throne radiates a brilliance brighter than the sun. His heavenly abode is surrounded by flaming fire, and no mortal or angel can bear witness to his face due to its overwhelming magnificence. The Lord calls Enoch over, assuring him not to be afraid. Now, there was a task given to Enoch, and the task was to give a very stern message to the Watchers. They were to be condemned for leaving the holy heaven, defiling themselves with mortal women, and begetting giants, offspring tainted by both heavenly and earthly origins. The giants, born from the union of Watchers and mortal women, become evil spirits on earth. They afflict, oppress, and bring destruction, embodying the consequences of the forbidden mingling between heavenly and earthly realms. In chapter 6, Enoch is taken by angels to witness the mysteries that lie beyond our earthly understanding. Enoch is escorted by celestial beings who, at will, manifest as both flaming fire and human form. This celestial escort guides Enoch through dimensions beyond the ordinary human experience. This text describes Enoch's journey through the cosmos, where he is shown the secrets of the universe. He sees the stars, the moon, and the sun, and witnesses the celestial choreography of the heavens. He also glimpses the living waters and the fire of the west. Enoch encounters a river of fire, where flames flow like water and discharge into the great sea towards the west. He sees the four winds supporting the firmament of heaven and the pillars that stretch between heaven and earth. Enoch describes 7 magnificent mountains, each adorned with stones of various colors. Beyond the mountains, Enoch beholds a deep abyss with columns of heavenly fire. He witnesses celestial columns falling. Enoch sees 7 stars that look like burning mountains. According to the angel, this is a prison for stars and the heavenly hosts who disobeyed the divine commandment. It is a place of cosmic judgment. Uriel explains to Enoch that this desolate place is where angels, who connected with mortal women, will stand until the great judgment. Their spirits, taking various forms, will lead humanity astray, and the fallen angels' fate is sealed. In chapter 7, Enoch begins to tell us the names and the roles of these holy angels. Uriel oversees the world in Tartarus, Raphael watches over the spirits of men, Raguel administers vengeance on the luminaries, and Michael governs the best part of mankind and chaos, among others. Enoch describes a nightmarish place, void of a stable heaven or earth, where 7 stars are bound like fiery mountains. Uriel explains that these stars are fallen angels, imprisoned until the completion of 10,000-year sentence for their transgressions. Enoch journeys to another horrifying place. This place is a fiery prison for angels who rebelled against the Lord. Uriel reveals that these angels will be imprisoned forever, marking the severity of their disobedience. Enoch encounters a mountain of hard rock with 4 hollow places. Raphael explains that these hollows serve as gathering grounds for the spirits of the dead until the day of judgment, where the righteous and sinners will face different destinies. Enoch witnesses the spirit of Abel, seeking justice against his murderer, Cain. Raphael explains that such spirits will persist until the complete annihilation of Cain's seed. Enoch blesses the Lord for the righteous judgment and the separation of spirits, both for the righteous and the sinners, in the anticipation of the great day of judgment. Despite this book not being part of mainstream religious canons, it significantly influenced Jewish and Christian thought, impacting ideas about angels, apocalypse, and the cosmic struggle between good and evil. Its exclusion from many religious scriptures sparks ongoing debates. Some people doubt its authenticity and its importance, but I want to know what you think. What are your thoughts on this ancient manuscript?